Hi Jim, my name is Christian and I called into the office earlier and they told me to address this video to you. Basically what I do is work with companies all across the South to get a bunch more business in the door. And this video is going to show you how I do it and how you guys can do it for yourselves if you prefer. I'm also going to show you how Google views your website and how many people they're sending to you on a monthly basis, and give you 3 key things that you can do to make that number a lot higher. So obviously Google is going to come onto your website. They're going to go through the information that is there to determine what your website is all about, and then know who to put it in front of when somebody's Googling movers in Houston, for example. So the content really is very important on your website. Right now, the recommendation is to have 1,500 to even 2,000 words of content just on your homepage alone, and then build out all your back pages as well. You guys currently have 1,182, which is great. It's better than most of the competition. But the issue that I see is you're not necessarily targeting the best keywords, which is the best Google search terms for your industry. And let me show you what I mean by that. The main tool that we use for our SEO software or research is this Ahrefs. And when we put your website into the software, here under keywords, you can see that Google is recognizing, just close that message, is recognizing your website for 466 different keywords or Google searches. And as a result, they're sending you 275 people on average per month, which at first glance seems great. But when you take a look at what the actual keywords are, it's mainly brand specific. Okay, so there's brand awareness. People are Googling Roadrunner moving and storage. And just to show you how these numbers work, the volume is the monthly amount of searches for that keyword on average. And then the traffic is how many people Google sends from that Google search to your website. And then position is where Google puts you when somebody Googles that on the list or on the search engine results page. So you guys are number 1 for all of these, as you should be for your company. So that's great. You got excellent brand awareness, and because of that you're getting a lot of people to your site. But you really want to target, aside from that, buyer intent keywords that aren't linked to your company name. And the first example of that is this one here. When somebody Googles commercial moving Houston, Texas, they're Googling a service and they're linking it to a city. And that is a buyer intent keyword. People that are Googling that are looking to spend money and acquire those services. So here you can see there's 150 monthly searches for that term, and you guys are getting 7 of those, and you're down at the 8th position in Google. And then you have Houston office mover, movers Houston, Texas. Again, you can kind of see your position isn't as high as it could be, and as a result, you're not getting a ton of that traffic to your site. Now, just so that you know, I've done the research on the greater Houston area, and there's about 38,000 monthly searches for all the different types of moving services and all the different surrounding cities of Houston, or the greater Houston area. So there's a huge amount of potential. Just to give you an idea, Katy Movers is a good example. Obviously they focus on that location or that area, but they're being seen for 141 keywords, and they're getting 630 people from Google every single month. And if we take a look at the keywords, see how these are buyer intent, Katy, Texas movers, Katy Moving Company. And look at the search volume. It's huge. So this is the same, obviously, for Houston itself, but for all the surrounding cities, Spring, the Woodlands, Pearland, etc. So these are the keywords that you want to incorporate into the content of your website and target those, and you're going to see a lot more traffic. On that same topic, if you scroll down, and take a look at these images, if you right-click on them and save image as, that's what Google sees that as. So you could rename every image on your site to those keywords, and that's going to help you rank up higher as well. So that's the big thing that I see that would improve the amount of traffic you're going to see from Google, is the content on your website. I'm just going to quickly show you the other 2 things, but you guys are already doing well in it. As an example, when you Google Katy Movers, you have this section here beside the map. It's called the Google Map Pack. And these 3 companies that show up on the front are going to get a ton of those clicks through to their website. And the way to rank high in this section, once you've covered your on-site SEO in the content portion, is through citations, and that's where you have your name, address, and phone number in online directories like Yellow Pages and Yelp. So you guys are actually beating Katy Movers. You guys have 97 citations, so I think you're doing great there. You might add another 50 just to make sure you're way ahead, but really you're looking good. The other thing, going back to your website in Ahrefs, is called backlinks, and that's where you have a quality third-party website linking back to your website. The more of those links that you have, the more that Google sees. They're going to trust your site as the authority and send people your way. So you guys have a great amount of backlinks, 427 from 114 websites, but you'd have to go in and check the quality of those, because if any of those are spammy or non-relevant, like from a pizza website coming back to your website, it's not relevant, that's actually going to affect you negatively. So we could do a thorough analysis of all your backlinks, clear out any bad junk ones that are there, and then also take a look at Katy Movers, for example, and the other competition, see what backlinks they have, and grab any of the high-ranking ones that are going to help you guys also in your SEO. So those are the three main things. Again, content is going to be the big thing in targeting those keywords, and there should be 1,500 people coming to your website from Google every single month if it's done right. So those three things you guys can implement yourselves, or if you want to talk to us further, I'd love to hop on a call with you and take a look at the next steps. This is our website, digitaltechmarketing.com. My number is 832-284-6688. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video.